Hello. Take a look at this. It's so cute. Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. As for me, the start of my day has been great. I've been around my animals for a little bit, and yesterday I updated you on a few animals. I figure I'm gonna go ahead and update you guys a little bit more on a handful of things before moving on to whatever the day brings me. I'll be honest with you, I've been back a couple days now, and I'm still getting in the groove of things. You know, I'll be honest, you know, you're away for a while, and you get back and you're like, what is going on? Get him off me! Get him off me! Get him off! So the crew did an amazing job of keeping up with things and really taking a lot off my plate. So now I have to slowly get back into things. So let's update you on a few animals right now. For starters, the blue-tongued skinks are out of hibernation and ready to start breeding. I'm pretty excited. Now, a lot of people have already been breeding their blue-tongued skinks, so I'm a little bit behind schedule, but the truth is we still had them cool down really cool, so they're not gonna cycle before they're ready. Nevertheless, I tell you what, they look absolutely gorgeous. This is actually a sunrise, and sunrise are absolutely incredible animals. We have a lot of really pretty skinks this year, so I am so excited to see what kind of combinations we get. And basically how things works, guys, is that you hibernate them or cool them down for a little while, usually cooling down to like 70-ish, you know, sometimes even upper 60s or lower 70s regardless, for a couple months, and then when you bring them up, they start to come out of hibernation, they warm up and they shed, and then you start to breed them. What's interesting about blue-tongued skinks is that you typically only breed them once, maybe 2 times. Some people breed them 3 or 4, but a lot of people are only 1 or 2 times, and they're good to go. But unfortunately, breeding blue tongues can be a little brutal. The males are pretty mean to the females, and the females, when they're not ready, can possibly kill a male. So you have to really keep an eye on them. So I'll update you guys in the next, say, week or so with some breeding, and I'll show you how it's like. It's pretty awesome to see. It's a little brutal, but still pretty awesome. Cannot wait to have little baby blue-tongued skinks again. Take a look at this one. This is one of my favorite of all my blue-tongued skinks. Right there. Oh my gosh, that is just such a gorgeous animal. I cannot wait to breed her. And actually, I have the perfect male for her. And he's right, look at how pretty he is right there. So that combination should be pretty spectacular. Another really beautiful snake that we've been producing for several years are these little baby Mandarin rat snakes. Take a look at how gorgeous those things are. Now, those are an Asian rat snake that come from the China area all the way through Sichuan and to all kinds of different regions of China, but they really do well as captive. But as wild caught, they do horrible. So they were being imported into the country for years and years, and they were all dying. I hated to see those animals perish like that. But thankfully, now that there's captive born ones like these guys, and just such gorgeous animals, they do really, really well. But we do keep them a little bit cooler than most. Colubrid season is almost up. Probably in the next week or two, we're bringing them out of hibernation, and then we're gonna have all those snakes to not only worry about and feed and clean, but it's gonna be exciting because then baby season is right around the corner. I couldn't be more excited. Hi, little girl. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys are gonna get so sick of me playing with Sunrise. Every day I'm gonna be like, oh, look, it's Sunrise. You guys are gonna be like, all right, we're sick of seeing her. I gotta take her out every single day. She is so gorgeous. I tell you what, it brightens up my day. I'm so happy I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do it. I was really on the fence, like, should I get another berm? But I just couldn't. I just had to have one in my life. And again, I think about this animal. If I do the reptile zoo, this is gonna be a great display animal when she's 8 or 10 or 12 or 15 foot long, and I could take her out and still educate kids with her. Good morning, Sunrise. You know, in all honesty, there's probably no animal that I miss more when I travel than RJ. You know, I tell you what, seriously, the bond that you can have with a crocodilian is truly amazing.
That's when the trust cruising.
I mean, you know, the time you spend with them, the understanding, the fact that they really do get it, and they really create this bond. Like, he acts differently to me than everybody else. So I certainly miss my buddy so much when I'm on the road. And again, going back to the reptile zoo thing, I cannot wait to eventually get that open so he can have a beautiful big enclosure just decked out with rocks and things for him to climb on, and again, him touching people's lives. So RJ, I love you, buddy. It's so good to be back. So guys, I've got some bad news. I mean, but it's a good opportunity to talk about something. Of course, my last egg from Lucy, the little baby didn't make it, unfortunately. And listen, guys, of course I'm sad, and of course I hate the fact that I've lost an animal that I really wanted to hatch out. I mean, it was a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. The fact that, you know, she laid eggs, I wasn't expecting to be good, then they were good, and then I lost a bunch of them, and then there were 3 left, and they looked like they were gonna hatch, and then I cut them, and there was 3 babies, and when I got back from my trip, 2 of them were dead, and then I thought, there's no way I'm gonna have any babies, and then of course, the one looked like it may hatch, and now it didn't. And the reason, this is a great opportunity for me to talk to you about a couple things. Number one, typically over the years, I've really just shared the best triumphs of what I've done. You know, when I hatch something awesome or something great happens, and oftentimes we don't talk about our failures, and when things go wrong, or an animal that we love so much and we work so hard maybe doesn't make it because it gets sick, or it gets killed by another animal during breeding season, or whatever the case may be. The fact is that if you're working with live animals, you're gonna have ups and downs. You're not gonna have 100% success. Oftentimes the biggest mistake someone that wants to get into, say, breeding reptiles or any animal for a living is they think, oh, if I have 10 females, I'm going to get 10 clutches and I'm going to hatch 6 eggs per clutch, whatever the case. The truth is, it never works out that way, guys. And we don't talk about that enough. You have your ups and you have your downs. And listen, that's okay. That's what makes it worth it when you do have successes. If it was easy, everyone could do it and it wouldn't be a big deal. These things happen. You have things like clutches that you're so excited about, and then things go wrong. All the eggs die, or the babies hatch out and they have problems, or that's just kind of it. And I guess the point I wanted to bring up to you guys is that it's about sticking with things, not letting things like this destroy your momentum, or, listen, of course I'm bummed out. Of course it bothers me. Of course I wanted to have those awesome little babies. I not only wanted to keep one, but I wanted to give you guys 1 or 2, pick 1 or 2 people and give it to them for free so that they could have the experience if they were responsible enough and knew how to take care of those animals. Whether it's animals or anything, it's about sticking to what you love and being passionate and not letting things drag you down. Because in life, there's always going to be situations that are going to derail your momentum. It's about sticking that out and pushing through those times. Whether you have a situation like this that's like kind of a bummer and takes that emotional wind out of your sails, or someone's trying to tear you down. The truth is, guys, is that I'm always trying to stay positive and upbeat and look forward and be excited about the future. But every single day, there are people out there that want to drag me down, that say horrible things about me, that say that things that I totally don't believe in are what I do believe in. And if I focused on that negativity or those negative situations, I couldn't achieve the things I want to achieve. So for me, I don't let that stuff bog me down. I ignore the hate. I ignore the negativity. And that doesn't mean we can't learn from it. It's that we've got to rise above it and do more. So anyways, I'm done preaching to you guys. I'm going to go look at a couple more animals. So all those Amazon tree boas that I got recently, here's one of them right here. Take a look at that one. They're actually all starting to eat. There's a few that are still straggling behind, but for the majority, a lot of them are eating now, so it's exciting. Now I can start to pick out the ones I want to keep and then decide which ones I want to sell. But anyways, look at how beautiful those guys are, huh? Oh my God, those tree boas are so incredible. Well, apparently this snake wants to eat me. I was actually going to pull her out to talk about her because she's such a gorgeous snake, and then she decided, I'm going to eat your finger. What are you doing, silly? There she goes. She's letting go now. Oh. Hello. Take a look at this. It's so cute. This is actually a high white albino Cal King. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a little cheeky monkey. Look at this thing. It is so funny. It literally thinks it can eat my finger. Are you gonna let go, silly? So now the question is, what do I do from here? It's kind of got me tied up a little bit. Come on. Let go of my finger, you little. And listen, they have super little teeth at this size, so I can barely feel it. She let go. Gotta get her back in her cage before she decides to take another pop at me. Get in there, you silly. And literally, like I said, you could see it didn't even break the skin. It's actually just something to be laughing about, really. Such cool attitudes. So I'm gonna wrap up here at the shop really quick because we have a really busy week. So this is the only day that I'm gonna have a little bit of time to have fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up with Lori and just go out and have a good time. I don't even know what we're gonna do, but taking a little time every now and then is really important. I always talk about working hard, but you have to play hard too. If life isn't worth living, why are you gonna work yourself to death, right? So I try, as much as I work super hard, I try very diligently to spend time to where it's all worth it and find little things. So what do you say we go find something to do? So here's the deal, guys. I was planning on doing a couple interesting things today, and to be honest with you, things didn't quite work out the way I wanted them to. We went to the mall. I went to buy a couple pair of pants. It was kind of boring. We vlogged a little bit. It's not worth showing. But then I just decided to come home and just kind of chill out for the night. You know, my life is always so busy that I never have a chance to just relax. As a matter of fact, I don't do relaxing very well. Today I decided I was gonna come home, and guess what? I'm making some chicken soup for the family, and we're just gonna kind of hang out here a little bit, have a nice relaxing night. I hope you guys don't mind that. It's not gonna be insane. Trust me, the majority of my life is insane, so it's kind of nice to every now and then take it down a notch, and I hope you guys don't mind. We're just gonna chill out, but we'll share it with you guys. What'd you say?
Get out of here.
What'd you say, Lori?
Sometimes you gotta shut the hell up.
This is what I live with. It's abusive.
You're not using that.
I am using that.
You're not.
I am using it.
Get out.
Ow! Why? Every time, see, this is the problem. Every time you guys see, she's hitting me, she's throwing things at me.
You're so annoying.
I love you.
Leave me alone.
Give me kisses.
No, I'm not kissing you.
How's that soup?
Very good.
Is it very good?
It's very good.
No, tell me what you think. How's that soup?
Tastes like No! Do that again!
And so goes the Barczyk family dinner.
Very inappropriate.
In my typical fashion, I don't like to relax, so we could sit down and do nothing tonight, or we can go out and catch a movie. I wanted to see that new John Wick, so that's where we're going. That was one of the most intense movies. What'd you think? No,
I thought it was pretty bad.
it was bad? No, I liked that one a lot.
It
And I
was
tell you-
boring.
boring. It was like 180 kills in that movie. And listen, there were so many kills, Lori fell asleep. She fell asleep. I mean, that was like packed with action the entire time, and you fell asleep and you say it's boring.
Let me tell you, it was 2 hours of the same thing.
Well, yeah, killing. Regardless, guys, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, and it certainly sets up for a John Wick 3. So, regardless, I thought it was cool. So there you have it. It's been a really fun day, and I have a feeling that it's going to be a long time before I have another relaxing afternoon/evening, but that's okay. Very busy for the next probably 2 months or so, but it's going to be awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this day, and I hope that you have an incredible one ahead of you. Make sure to be kind to somebody, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.